Hello, what's going on everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Good evening to you all. What's going on, Bacon Brigade legends? Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. We are here for another cheeky little evening show. We're going to discuss all the latest Manchester United goings on and news in this show, lads and lasses. What's going on, peeps? Thank you for joining us and getting involved this evening. It's obviously, international breaks, bit of a slow news day, but there is some news to discuss, so we're on here to discuss it. I am feeling very ill this evening, got a bit of a bad chest, and just feeling absolutely gastastic. So I don't know if I'm going to do like an hour and a half, 90-minute show like we usually do. We'll just see how we get on. But yeah, do us a favour at the start of this show. Smash that like button on it. Give us a massive thumbs up if you haven't done so. Share us around on the social medias if you want as well. And get yourself involved throughout the show. It's a fully interactive show, so have your say. Get your thoughts and opinions in there throughout, of course, and we will have a bit of a Q&A at the end as well. Thank you, Sanjay. I'm not doing too badly. I don't know, just having some sort of a breathing issue this evening, like I've had done many a times over the last few months. It's gash. But there you go. Thank you for joining, though, everybody. Let's see who we've got in the live chat, what legends are among us. Oh, yes, indeed. Hello to you all. Johnny M, what's going on? Aaron, thanks for putting the link to the Twitter in there. Yeah, give us a cheeky little retweet if you haven't done so. That would be awesome. Please do share the stream around on Twitter. That'd be amazing. Shout out to all the legends down here that are live retweeting us right now. We've already done it. It does help the show out, so thank you so much. Your name should appear there if you give us a cheeky little repost on the Twitter. Thank you so much. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check that out. We're only one subscriber away from 74,350 subscribers, so do hit the subscribe if you're new. And if you're on catch up later watching this back, get your thoughts and opinions down below in the not live comments section and have your say. Nice one. Big up Tommy Boyle. How are you doing tonight, you legend? Yes, sir. Glazers out, lad. Mark N, hello to you, broski. Simon Almeida. John Boy Cat, thank you, John Boy, lad. Bruce McIntosh, Madhouse, how you doing, lad? Uniteditis, maybe, bud. They're bad for your health. The Hoop Man, Dynamic Melon. Hey, Spooky Gore, how have you been? Welcome in the stream. Get in there, you legendess. Hope you're keeping well. Dino Senio, Abel W, Johnny, what's going on? Colin, Harinder, John Tracy, hello, hello. VIP Spliffy, Batman Night Fan, Brucey McIntosh, yes, sirree. Everyone, thanks for getting in here. I do appreciate you all joining. Hope you're doing well tonight. John Vallandigham as well. What's up? Bernie the Bolt. I love handles. Everyone else, thank you so much for getting in here. Yeah, smash the likes and all that. Subscribe and get yourself involved throughout the show. Let's get stuck in then. We've got plenty to discuss, actually. I'm going to kick off with maybe the biggest news of the evening, actually, which is positive news for a change. I guess it is positive news. It's positive news for a change. Well, semi-positive news. At least it's not like Emmerdale Farm, Coronation Street, EastEnders, Hollyoaks type guff. You know what I'm saying? Which is what's been going on the last couple of days at Manchester United. But it is still part of a saga, though. This is like the Forsyth saga or something like that going on here. That's what's happening here. Forsyth saga vibes. Maybe Downton Abbey vibes, I don't know. But this is what we are going to discuss first of all tonight's show. We've got some new fresh quotes from Sir Jim Ratcliffe that has materialised just as I was going live on this show. We've got new quotes from Sir Jimmy of Ineos, who's obviously bidding for Manchester United. And of course, a couple of weeks ago, we heard that there were reports about some potential, what's the word, reports that the Glazers shithouses were going to stay longer and that we're thinking about not selling the football club until maybe 2025 due to just trying to get more money and holding out for a bit more cash and being prepared to wait and not sell the club, and maybe they were thinking about staying. And obviously we had said that it doesn't really look like that is the case necessarily, because the Glazers shithouses hadn't announced anything officially, and neither had Sheikh Jassim or Sir Jim Ratcliffe or anybody like that to say that this bidding was essentially over and that they had succumbed to the fact that the Glazers shithouses were going to keep the club. As it is, it does seem like the process is still in the works. So right now, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, here's his some new quotes that have surfaced from the guy, which says this. This is in regards to his bid to buy Manchester United. He said, the Manchester United bid would have been unthinkable 2 or 3 years ago if we hadn't had some of the experiences. Some quite difficult ones, such as Nice. You can't really contemplate acquiring a brand like Manchester United and failing, because the failure is far too public and excruciating in a deal like that. So it sounds like it's still taking place as well. Because obviously, if he was going to talk about this situation, this acquisition, and say that, you can't really contemplate acquiring a brand like Man United and failing because the failure is far too public and excruciating, then it sounds certainly like this is definitely, still in the process of being discussed. And he obviously seemed quite confident in his potential to purchase the football club or to do a deal with the Glazers shithousers, because he wouldn't use wording such as that, I don't think, if that wasn't to be the case. So, it does seem like he's still in the process of having the confidence that he could acquire the brand of Manchester United, and surely that basically based on these quotes that have surfaced that the process is still taking place. So get in there, my son. Let's go. Let's get a hashtag Glazer shithousers out. We know that they're just trying to get as much as they can. We knew, I guess, that this process wouldn't be an overnight thing and it would take a long time. That's awesome, Stephanie. Keep smashing the likes, guys. Help us get to 100 thumbs ups on this show and share us around. Big news tonight coming out that the Glazer shithouses are still in the process of selling the football club. Big up yourself, Jarvis. What's going on? How you doing, lad? Get in there, you beautiful man. What's up? Hey, check Telegram when you get a chance, my lad. What's going down, by the way, in Jarvis Town? Thank you very much to Ms528, lad, for becoming a member of the Bacon Brigade. We got a new member. It's long-time legend of the channel, Mr. Ms528. Thank you so much, Mr. Guys, get some love in there and welcome in Ms528 with your favourite channel emoji. I appreciate you, Ms. Welcome back to the Bacon Brigade, my lad. Legend, absolute legend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bud. So look, these quotes from Sir Jim Ratcliffe, obviously positive in the sense that the Glazers shithouses are still obviously still in the process of selling the football club, it seems. So there is still several bids on the table. Obviously we've talked quite a bit about the different options that there are for Manchester United. It does look like there's two major bids still. Obviously, there could be some outside investment that they're seeking, which they might go for in the end, because they did announce, 8-9 months ago when they were looking at this sale process, that they were also looking at the prospect of an outside investment or the possibility of selling the football club in their entirety. That's what they said. That's the statement that the Glazers released some time ago now. So I guess if there was an attractive offer on the table from a third potential bidder that was to take a minority stake in the football club, i.e. buy 20% of the club and put in $1 billion or $2 billion or whatever the case may be, then maybe they would rather do that and stay as owners of Manchester United with the majority share, and just perhaps sell a piece off, sell 15% of the club or something like that and get $1 billion, whatever the case may be. So, that is still an option and a possibility. I wouldn't put it past the Glazers shithouses, but obviously the biggest bids were coming from the likes of Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Thank you, Solskjaer, for getting your highlighted member comment in it, being a member for 31 months, lad. Come on, he says, shame about the Royal Mail slabhead delivery fail. I know, we looked up how much it would be to ship off Slabby Maguire last night, didn't we? Unfortunately, he's unshippable. You'd have to buy a container ship for that to wear it. Thank you for being a member for 31 months. Let's get a hashtag 31 in the live chat for this legend, Solskjaer. Thank you so much, laddie. Get in there, you beautiful man. Appreciate you. 31's all around for the legend that is Solskjaer99. Appreciate you, broski. So, look, the two bids, obviously, we know that it seems like Sheikh Jassim is trying to buy the football club in its entirety, wants 100%, the whole shebang, which means that there should be big investment from him and the Qatar contingent, obviously with the idea of full investment in all areas. As we discussed earlier on, there's other teams that are doing serious bits when it comes to improving facilities, stadiums, everything at the football club, not just the players. Certainly like Manchester City, you look at Real Madrid with their retractable pitch and improving the stadium for their overall, brand and everything, not just the football, but obviously being able to use it as a stadium for other events, etc. And the strides that other football teams are making is obviously apparent. That's not taking place at United under the Glazer shithouses. But certainly with Sheikh Jassim at the wheel, if he was to come in, you'd expect him to just bang straight down, bang loads of money down on the table for improvements. Things like stadium, things like facilities, things like branding, everything that you would hope that Manchester United should be doing to keep up with the very best teams in the world. Hopefully we would be doing that. Whereas right now, obviously, we're not doing that at all. If Sheikh Jassim wins the bidding, we should not want for anything financially speaking because of just how much worth there is. Only the proof would be in the pudding, really, once if he did win the club, to see how he sort of does, to see what he does. Because just because he does have all of this money and all of this backing doesn't necessarily mean they'll be prepared to invest massively. But I certainly think things like clearing off the debt, investing in the stadium and the facilities would be quite high up there on the agenda for these guys, particularly Sheikh Jassim. Now, Sir Jim, on the other hand, there's question marks about that. He's not looking for the entirety of the club. He's looking for the majority of the football club. The understanding, anyway, obviously, as I've said before, there's NDAs, non-disclosure agreements in place. So, nobody truly knows exactly the percentage of the pie that he's looking for. But there is reports from various outlets and various reporters, people like Mike Keegan, etc., over the months, that have suggested that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is looking for, a majority stake in Manchester United to control the football club, a controlling stake, i.e. 51% of the club, which means that he's not looking to buy out the entirety of the Glazers. I think the Glazers family at this moment own around about 69% of the football club, somewhere in that region. So it would essentially mean that they could stay on, or some of the Glazers could stay on with 18% of the football club still. And that would mean, I guess, there's a lot less likelihood that we would be going out there and investing massively in all areas. So let's ask the live chat for a bit of fun. I know this is kind of pointless, but, let's ask the live chat for a bit of fun. What would you rather to see happen? Would you rather see Sheikh Jassim buy the football club in its entirety, Sir Jim Ratcliffe buy the football club with a majority stake, or I guess another option would be the Glazers shithouses stay and an outside investment is made for a small percentage of the football club to bring us up to standard in terms of facilities and stuff. No point even asking that one, is there? Because let's be honest, nobody wants those Glazer shithouses in the football club. So Jay Fader says Sir Grim double debt cliff. Precisely. That's the problem there, isn't it? Exactly. Oil me up, says Stay Gold. Yeah, cliff out, full sale only. I'm with you, Danny B, lad. Let's get a hashtag full sale only in the live chat. I'm with you, broski. Elon Musk, interesting lad. Qatar in, says Johnny. Slaver me up with oil money and FFP investigations. Go on, Craig Warby. Montreal says Sir Jim buys the whole thing. Sheikh Jassim buys the whole thing and clears off the debt. Yeah, I'm with you as well, pal. Qatar, says Vinny B. Get Ryan Reynolds to take over. Oh my goodness me. Sheikh Jassim, the Sheikh. Yeah, Qatar, baby. Come on, the Qataris. That's what we're all looking for, really. Judas Jim, Glazers out. Precisely. We want to get those Glazer shithouses out, lad. Elon will pay 10 billion at the last minute. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Thank you, Luan. Says we've got 105 likes and 232 watching. Please consider liking. Thank you, Luan France. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribes if you're new. Cheers for getting in, everyone. So, look, obviously, the Sir Jim situation, he's just given us a little bit of... That is quite big news, though, because we did hear over the last weeks that there was essentially, possibility the Glazer shithouses would be staying. But these comments from Sir Jim Ratcliffe allude to the situation being that this club is still in the process of being sold, which we always thought was the case anyway, because we hadn't heard anything different to that from Sir Jim or Sheikh Jassim. Get in there, my son. Let's get these wank bags out of the football club. And obviously, if you are looking at what's going on with the whole Glazers out movement at the moment, there's fan supporters groups like the Red Army and fan supporters groups like the 1958 trying to get these shit houses out of the football club, or at least do what they can to sort of highlight the fact that these guys are ruining the football club, and obviously that we don't want them here any longer. And they're trying to sort of silence some of these fan groups, it seems anyway. Obviously the Red Army is a fan group, obviously, for match going fans. You've got the 1958 obviously doing what they can do at this moment to organised protests and things like that. And it seems like the 1958 and the Red Army and these sorts of people getting involved with this sit-in the other day, obviously, against Nottingham Forest. And I think that's rubbed up United in the wrong way. Well, not the wrong way, it's the right way. That's what we want as a response. But obviously what United have done is basically respond by by suggesting that these are hostile groups, and to work with the police, etc., to notify them that these groups are reasonably hostile. That was what was reported earlier anyway. We do now have essentially a response from Manchester United that says this, The club is aware that a statement has been made by the Red Army today. In 4 minutes, members of the group will not be managing the atmosphere section for our fixtures against Palace and in the Carabao Cup and Galatasaray in the Champions League. The statement from the Red Army states that approximately 2 weeks ago we were given information that led us to believe that the TRA has been classified as a risk group. For clarity, Manchester United has never considered or classified TRA as a risk group. In early March, following the placement of TRA in S229 for the Barcelona match, local authorities stated in a communication to the club that TRA may be a risk group. We immediately discussed the issue with the leaders of the TRA and agreed our chief operating officer would meet with GMP to question this logic. Our chief operating officer met with Greater Manchester Police and received confirmation that the TRA were not classified as a risk group of supporters. The above clarification was shared with TRA on the 26th of May 2023. We have not had any further updates from GMP to say that they have reclassified TRA as risk supporters group. We do not expect to. We are disappointed that TRA are not running the section for these cup games, as these fixtures represent two very important matches in key competitions, and the atmosphere section plays such a vital role in supporting the team in big moments. We are proud of what has been achieved and the support the section provides to Eric and his team, and we will continue to try to work with the TRA, as it is not in the interest of the team, the fans and TRA members, that the section is not operational. So, you know, look, they're a bunch of shithouses, aren't they? Basically, it's good that these supporters groups are basically trying to, trying to protest. It's good that they, obviously voicing themselves vocally, of course, about getting the Glazers out. We've heard things and reports that maybe like there's a lot of silencing going on at the club. Obviously, there's a lot of silencing taking place. They haven't responded to the 1958 as well. They're not acknowledging the 1958 at all as a supporters group, as an entity. They're not acknowledging them at all. So, you know, this is classic Glazer shithousery, guys. Classic Glazer shithousery is what I'm saying. It seems like, okay, they said that they're not a risk group, but they were advised that they could be from the GMP. I mean, look, there's people, I don't want to say anything out of turn here, but there's people probably within Manchester United who are trying to do this for the best interests of the Glazers, who are, insinuating certain things. That's all I would say about the matter. And it's just piss poor, isn't it? Let's get a hashtag Glazers out. Protest all you can. Support these supporters groups in any which way that you can. Don't buy the shithouse merch, etc., guys. You know, don't buy the merch for these wank bags. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I'm just going to put this out there right now. If you've bought a shirt this season from official avenues, i.e. from the club megastore or online or whatever from the club, if you bought one of the new kits, you're a fucking gash merchant. That's right. You are a melter. You're contributing to this issue. You can speak with the wallet, speak with your, speak with your feet, but you can also seriously speak with your wallet, man. Speak with your voice vocally as well. But speak with your wallet. Don't be buying that shite. If you bought a shirt, shame on you. Because you can wait to buy a shirt for these Glazer shithouses to go. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the Glazer shitbags to leave the club. I really like a couple of the new shirts this season, actually. Not that horrible Newcastle United / Plymouth Argyle guff. Not that one. But the home kit's a bit of a banger this season. I look forward to getting that once the Glazers have fucked off. So, just want to reiterate, don't buy the merch, guys. Don't buy it. Don't do it. Don't be having it. It's not on. You still have your George Best shirt. Guess in there, my son. See, that's it. Represent. Yeah, exactly, Stephanie. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, exactly, Staygold. There you go. So, you don't have to contribute to their shithousery and their awful ownership at this moment in time. Try not to. But anyway, okay, look, the ownership situation is a shambles at the club. We know this. We're not going to dwell on it too much. We are going to move on with the latest news and that kind of stuff. Get in there, Rushmano, absolutely. Love United, hate Glazers. There's things that can be done, obviously. Right now, we're hoping that this sale process will be done sooner rather than later. It still is ongoing at this moment in time. We haven't heard anything from anyone else. I should make a football team. Yes, that's a good idea, Travadinho, mate. Absolutely, it's a great idea. No, I've looked into that in the past, actually, and it's something that I would like to do. We'll see one day. It's on the agenda, my son. It's on the agenda. Anyway, so, yeah. Listen, Manchester United fans, do what you can, protest how you can, get involved how you can, support supporters groups like the 1958 and the TRA for trying to do what they can to protest the Glazer ownership. That's all we can do at the moment. They're trying to silence them, it seems, and we're not having it, guys. We're not having it. But yeah, speak with your wallet as well. Don't be giving the money to the Glazers, because that is the biggest thing that they're going to be paying attention to, I believe. Look, I think the likeliness of them selling has increased over the last few weeks. With the start we've had to the season, they might have thought, oh, we've got this Champions League situation, we've got Ten Hag here, he's doing bits, maybe we should just wait a year, see if we can like win the title or something crazy and then sell it for a bit more. But I think with what's happened and how the season started and the fact that they've had like 550 million wiped off the share price of the football club, etc., it's like surely the likelihood of them selling for 6 billion has increased massively over the last couple of weeks. And all these controversies that have taken place at Manchester United, these are only going to affect the saleability and the price tag of Manchester United in some way in a negative fashion. That's all it is, really. It's only going to negatively affect the price tag. So surely they're looking at this situation now as an opportunity sooner rather than later to sell the football club and make their 6 billion and fuck off. Hopefully that's the case, and hopefully it's Sheikh Jassim that does win the bidding. But as we've heard here from Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's obviously seemingly quite confident about the prospect of winning this bidding war, because he says the Manchester United bid would have been unthinkable 2 or 3 years ago if we hadn't had some of the experiences, some quite difficult, such as Nice. You can't really contemplate acquiring a brand like Manchester United and failing, because the failure is far too public and excruciating in a deal like that. So he obviously is confident about the acquisition of Manchester United. Who will win out? Well, it depends really. What's the value in the deal that he's offering to the Glazer shithouses? If it's, say, 51% for 4 billion and the Glazers get to keep 19% or something, that deal might favour Sir Jim Ratcliffe, to be fair, to the Glazers, because think about it, if they're getting, that's basically putting a valuation on the club as a 100% entity out of about 8 billion, say, 8 billion pounds. So 51%, 4 billion, if that's what they're offering, the Glazers might elect to go with that deal. But if Sheikh Jassim's offering 100% of the football club for 6 or 7 billion, whatever the case may be, they might decide to go for that. But it really does depend what they want. It's thought that there's a couple of the Glazer shithouses who want to stay on board and a bunch of the Glazer shithouses who want to sell up. So for that reason, you know, it's in the Glazers' hands, really, with what they're going to do. They need to decide and get on the same page and agree as a family, obviously, what they're going to do. But it may work out more financially suitable for them and more appealing to sell the 51% of the football club and get a larger per percentage deal. You know, not obviously a larger deal overall, because the entire club selling for 100% of it would generate them more cash, and they've got like 69% of the club, don't they? But if they were able to sell 51%, keep a chunk, keep 18% of the football club and get 4 or 5 billion, whatever the case may be, from Sir Jim, they might do that. But that's not what we want. Hashtag full sale only, guys. Hashtag Glazers Utson. Get Utson. Right. Okay, so just wanted to discuss the latest quotes from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and these Glazers out shithousery going on, and the supporters group being silenced and all the rest of it all being supposedly they was a potential risk group from Greater Manchester Police, etc. It's a shame. It's a shame what's going on. You know, you've got TV channels silencing the chants and replacing them with other chants. You know, it's pretty sad, really. It's very, very sad indeed. Okay, anyway, guys, right. We are now going to move on from this topic. Before I do, I'm going to get into the live chat and see what you legends are saying about this whole Glazers out situation and Sir Jim and Sheikh Jassim, etc. Do drop the thumbs up on it. Do hit the subscribe button if you're new and get involved. We're on here daily and nightly with the latest United news. Get involved and, you know, have your say. But we're just going to get into the live chat for a couple of minutes about this topic, then we'll move on. Montreal MUFCs is not a coincidence that OGC Nice, FC Lausanne and Formula 1 F1 have been in the shitter under Sir Jim since he arrived. Something rots within Ineos. Maybe it's that skin-melting chemical situation they got on the go, like in, you know, Breaking Bad, lad. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of chemicals, mate. Who knows? Get you my club, son. That's right. Give you a wee little Glasgow kiss, my lad. Full sale only. Jarvis says, I'm 99% sure we're getting bought by 92 Foundation. Ineos bid is dead, says Jarvis Cocker. I hope you're right, but I really, really do, my son. Yeah, that would be lovely. That would be absolutely fantastic. Get in there, my son. Subscribe. Thank you, Rushmano. Full sale only, says Gregory. Absolutely. B-Tech Branson. Yeah, exactly, mate. B-Tech Branson. Full sale only. Love it. Ivo says, how can you want Greenwood out but want Qatari given their human rights atrocities? Do morals conveniently disappear when billions are involved? Too awkward to answer. Ivo Bozic, no, I'll answer it, mate. I mean, basically, so what you're doing is you're basically tarring an entire nation with a brush of negativity there, my son. As I've said before many times, all of these billionaires that are potentially buying football clubs these days, basically all of them, are all from some sort of similar ilk when it comes to having moralistic issues. And it's like, I just want what's best for Manchester United at this stage. Whoever we end up getting, they're going to be from a shithouse background, lad. Whether it's somebody who's contributing to mass environmental issues and exploitation from chemical factories or whatever the case may be, and mining and all this sort of shite, whether it's Elon Musk or, you know, whoever the case may be, whether it's the British government having a say in these things. You know, the British government is obviously very much not innocent when it comes to atrocities globally around the world over the last however long, hundreds of years. You know, it's... You can't cherry pick is what I'm saying. It's a global market in this day and age. I want what's best for Manchester United. So, look, the Qataris coming in, you could say, oh, you know, they've got these big issues, human rights issues, all the rest of it, which some of it is absolutely, obviously, that's the case. But it's a cultural thing. It's a, you know, it's, are we any better as a nation? Are our owners right now, the Glazers shithouses, any better morally? Are the future potential owners from different, you know, billionaires that potentially interested in the club any better? I'd argue not really, no. So it's like, I just want what's best for Manchester United. None of them are perfect, mate. That's my point of view. So that's how I'd answer that. Yeah, Rushy says, getting new owners and removing the Glazers will be massive for our club. And fan base of positivity will be unreal. Spot on, absolutely, yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of greedy individuals. No such thing as a moral billionaire. Exactly, you should know I am one. Craig Warby, send us a tenner, mate. Get in there. Exactly, no. That's the case, though. I don't think there is such a thing as a moralistic billionaire. How do you get to that stage of acquiring that much wealth and still be, you know, have a fantastic moral compass? I honestly don't think it's possible either. You know, thank you, Mr. Mark Redmond, for subscribing to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so, that would be absolutely fantastic. That would be amazing. Please do smash that cheeky little, you know, subscribe if you are new. Okay, then. So, look, it's obviously, you know, it's obviously not ideal. The most ideal situation to buy the football club would be some sort of there's two ideal owners of Manchester United, but neither of them are realistic. Obviously, fan-owned would be the best. If there could be basically a fan consortium of Manchester United fans that we all banded together and we all put money into the football club and we all purchased the football club as an entity together, the millions and millions of fans around the world, that would be the best way to own the football club. And we have like a supporters trust that runs and controls the football club, and it's owned entirely by the fans. You have seen some other clubs like that. I think like Swansea are owned by largely a lot by fans, and you know, that would be the most idealistic way, but it's very, very complicated in order to oversee that, really. Very, very complicated to do. It should be a requirement, in my opinion, by, you know, for the UK government. That's probably legislation that needs to be discussed by the higher-ups in UK Parliament, to be fair. But it's idealistic, but it's unlikely. The second best thing probably would be like a consortium of ex-United legends, millionaires who own, you know, who have lots of money and are interested because they're fans of Manchester United, you know. The ideal scenario would be to get people like the class of '92 and Sir Alex Fergie and David Beckham and all these people together. Fans, you know, Mick Hucknall and Christopher Eccleston and just like famous Man United fans around the globe. Get them together to buy the club in a consortium, and that way it's like consortium fan owned. It's still owned by a few, but maybe those few have the best interests of Manchester United at heart. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't seem like there is a, you know, consortium that's got 6 billion together as a lump sum together in that sort of a fashion that would be prepared to buy Manchester United, sadly, because that would be a great way of doing it as well. So unfortunately, we don't live in an ideal world. Those would be the ideal ways to have Manchester United run, but that's not reality, sadly. Money talks and bullshit walks. Exactly, would love Beckham to get involved. Why can't he just sell into Miami for $500 million and, you know, buy a nice chunk of United, get a consortium together, get the lads back together, raise a bit of capital and buy the football club? That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I'd love that as well. Mick Hucknall named his band after United, of course. Exactly, get some famous United fans involved is what I'm saying, for a consortium. There's a lot of rich fans out there, there's got to be, who want the best, what's for the best for Manchester United. I mean, I don't think necessarily they can raise 6 billion though, unfortunately. That's the reality. Maybe they can, but yeah, that's the issue. So realistically, we're not going to have a perfect owner, whoever we get. That's it, unfortunately. Right, okay, I'm going to move on from this whole Glazers, Sale, Sir Jim situation. We're going to cover some of the rest of the United news now very quickly. And we're going to have a Q&A tonight as well at the end of the stream. So stick around for that. But yeah, let's just talk about some of the stuff that's taken place on international duty and some of the news going on there. So I don't know if you saw Rasmus Hojlund on the old megaphone at 20 years of age, going absolutely raw, buzzing the fans up, mate. Rasmus Hojlund to Denmark fans over a megaphone. I heard you all when your passion's everything in football. We're going to go to the fucking Euros. Fucking come on. Did you see that clip, guys? Guy's a lunatic, mate. Love it. Pure passion from the guy. Love his mentality. 20 years of age. What an absolute don. That's all I'm saying. Well, an absolute don. Almost anyone would be better than Glazers. Damn right, Travadino. You're spot on, man. So, yeah, look. Obviously, love that. Love that, to be fair, from Rasmus. Going absolutely nuts on a megaphone. Riling up the Denmark fans. Guy's an absolute beast. Hopefully, he's going to be like a real leader for us in years to come. He is only 20 right now. To have that sort of level of passion and mentality, I think, is brilliant. Yeah, Hojlund doing a let's be having you. Where are you? Get in the AML, you legend. Perfect mentality from Rasmus. Absolutely love that mentality from him anyway. So that was beautiful to see. Another thing just in regards to Hojlund, this is quite a funny story. Again, don't buy the shithouses merchandise until they're gone, guys. We all want a home kit. It's a lovely looking shirt this season. Not getting one until those Glazers are gone. Hashtag Glazers out. Don't buy one. But listen, this is from Mike Keegan. He says that the store were unable to sell jerseys bearing the Hojlund name for over a month because there were no O's with the stripe through it in stock. I mean, that's classic Manchester United, isn't it? PPP. Piss poor planning, piss poor performance. But good, is what I say. Good, I say, because like I say, we don't want to be buying shirts at this moment in time and giving the Glazers shithouses the cash. But that's classic United, isn't it? They didn't have... I don't know what that letter's called. And maybe Jarvis Cocker will be able to tell us what that's called, mate, seeing as he's a Scandinavian Don himself. But whatever that is called, the O with the line through it, we didn't have any of those. Just use a 1, says Delar. Well, it wouldn't have been perfect. They could have cut the tail end off of an R or a Z. I mean, there can't be that many Zs being needed, is there? It's not like we've got Adnan Januzaj playing for us anymore, is it? They could have taken a cheeky line out the middle of the Z. Yeah, didn't think about that, did they? But, yeah, no, fair enough. It's just funny, isn't it? Yeah, Hojlund's already become a fan favourite, says Jarvis Cocker. Get in there, my son. Stretch the queue. Interesting. Thank you, Stoic Savage, as well. Montreal says, wait until the very end of the season if you have to. They will cut shirt prices down to 60% or even further below. Yeah, precisely, Montreal. There's no rush to get a shirt right now. You don't need a shirt. Support United by not giving the money to the Glazers shithouses. That's what's best for United in the long run. Nobody wants to hurt Man United in the short term, but the reality is that might have to happen in order to get these guys gone. It's particularly from a financial point of view. They couldn't because of Zlatan. My name is Zlatan, and I am Lion, my friend. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is greatest Swedish striker of all time. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is retired, but still sells jerseys with Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the back. Ibrahimovic was on the back, though, not Zlatan. So, but I hear what you're saying, though. Oh, okay. The O is called a slashed O. That makes sense, to be fair. That does make sense. Nice one. Thank you very much, Rushmano. Yes, indeed. Do as Rushmano says there. He says, smash the likes. For Pig, it helps the channel. Thank you very much, very much. Guys, look at that. We're creeping up in the old subscribers. We're nearly at 75,000 subscribers. Oh, yes. It's buzzing boobies time on this channel when we get to 75k subs, guys. It's already immense. We've already reached the capacity of Old Trafford. Loving it. The third kit's quite nice, Chrissy. Yeah, smash a 1 in the chat if you like the third kit. That's the one that looks like Liverpool's kit. Unfortunately, it does look very Liverpool-esque. It's a nice looking kit, though, I have to say, but it does remind me of a Liverpool kit. There's just something about it, but I do like it, though. It does look nice. I definitely will not be buying that Newcastle guff. That is a horrendous looking kit. What a shocker. But yeah, a lot of people like that kit, to be fair. But again, don't buy it until these Glazer shithouses have gone. Thank you very much for getting in here, by the way, everybody, with your thoughts and opinions. Lots of legends getting in here tonight. But anyway, I just thought that was funny, the fact that the club couldn't sell Hojlund shirts because we didn't have that slashed O. What a bunch of melters. So, more news from international duty and stuff, or internationals. Casemiro, hashtag Cassie, is now the captain of Brazil permanently. Get in there, my son. Casemiro will be Brazil's permanent captain under new boss Fernando Diniz. Get in there, my son. Casemiro doing bits. Break out the Brazilian flags for this beast. But yeah, no, that's good news. Obviously, it's good for him. Very pleased for Casemiro. Seems like a great guy, does Cassie. Great sort of leader for us. Passionate player. I think this is obviously great news for him. He's a big player for Brazil. Goes to show you the sort of player we've got in our side. And long may it continue. He is Brazil's captain, lads and lasses. Get in there, my son. Lovely stuff. Fantastic captain he is as well. Fantastic choice. I mean, we were talking about him as a potential candidate to be captain for Manchester United. Obviously, Bruno's got it. I think that's correct as of right now, because maybe Casemiro's English isn't 100% the best. But certainly, it's you know, he's obviously a great leader, and it's only going to help Manchester United if he's captain in Brazil, I'm sure. So that's great stuff. Yeah, exactly. Don Berber, lad. How you doing tonight, my son? He says, obvious choice. He's their best player, like being the best looking person in the Burns unit. Easy winner. Bloody hell, Berber. Do you have to go there, mate? Fair play to you. But, yeah, you know, like, obviously, what's the other options for them? Fucking Neymar. Crying, diving Neymar. Guy's a melter. Gash captain, lad. Gash captain. Tommy Boyle says, Joe, did you hear about Zlatan when he went to LA Galaxy? LeBron James sent an LA Lakers shirt as a gift, and Zlatan signed it and sent it back. The guy's an absolute legend, isn't he? Yeah. No, he is incredible, man. I love that when he was like over there, he was like saying that, you know, his achievements are bigger than the entire MLS and things like that, which is it's kind of true, really, I guess. I mean, you know, what a fucking hero. What a legend. Great player, unbelievable. So, you know, Casemiro, there you go. Captain of Brazil. Great news. Obviously, fantastic news for him. On to another Brazilian then. There are some links with Vanderson. No, not the son of Edwin van der Sar. Vanderson, the Brazilian player, who is being linked with Barcelona and Manchester United right now. Luan says, don't knock the MLS. Oh, sorry, Luan France. Yeah, the MLS. Don't knock the MLS. Sorry about that, yeah. As far as I'm aware, though, the MLS stands for Mediocre Loser Soccer. It's a shit league, Luan, lass. I'm sorry, I'm only joking around. But it is gash, though, isn't it? Come on, let's be honest now. It's fucking guff. What a crap league. But, you know, everybody each to their own. You likes what you like. You're going to likes what you like. As far as I'm concerned, the MLS is absolutely guff. Anyway, look, listen to this. Vanderson on Barcelona and Man United transfer links. It's great. He's got some quotes from him. He says, it's great to hear Barcelona and United love you. It's fantastic to know your name is being mentioned by big clubs, but now I'm focused only on Monaco. So it does seem like there's maybe some interest in this Vanderson from United. It's very speculative stuff, though. But there you go. We did talk about this briefly last night as well, but just wanted to mention it. More quotes coming out, bit of links going on. Also, I saw some quotes earlier from Andy Cole. I think this is legit, guys. I'm not sure where he was speaking about this. Tactician Tom. Oh, come on. Give it a rest, my lad. Give it a rest, bro. My brother getting in here. Shout out to Tactician Tom. Where's your video, by the way, mate? You said you were going to do a video by the 11th of September, mate. If we got you to 150 subscribers. And we did. Where's your video? Huh? That's right. Tactician Tom says, MLS better and better. We'll be as good as most European leagues within 10. I don't think it is getting better and better, actually. I disagree with that statement. I believe it was better a few years ago. I think it's got worse over the last few years. That's right, I said it. I said it. It's worse. It was better when it had, like, David Beckham in, Thierry Henry, Robbie Keane, etc., you know. Now, name the stars in the MLS. They all play for Miami. There's only a few. Okay, you have got Lionel Messi over there, fair play. He's scoring against a bunch of, you know, like, I don't know, like, orange growers over in Miami, you know, doing all right. Like, it's easy for him over there. He's looking amazing over there because it's a fucking gash league. No, honestly, I don't think the MLS in 10 years will be up there with the best leagues in the world. I disagree. I think it's always destined to be a bang average mediocre retirement league, sadly. You know, MLS is already behind the Saudi Pro League, says Rushmano. Exactly. I do disagree with that. But obviously, look, Tom, my brother Tom there, Tactician Tom, he's biased. He's biased because he lives in America and he's now an American, basically. If you don't know, he's basically a Yank these days, this man. Fair play to him, though. You know, but there you go. Is it the 11th, Nobby? It's not the 11th, but listen, my brother, check out his channel. Subscribe to Tactician Tom. You're a moderator of the channel, actually, Tactician Tom, now, so you can put a link to your channel in there if you want, if you know how to do that. I know you struggle a little bit with technology, lad, but if you know how to put a link to your channel, put it in the live chat. Maybe we'll get you a couple more subscribers real quick. But yeah, go and subscribe to Tactician Tom. He says he's going to do a video by the 11th. It's not the 11th now, no, but it will be in 55 minutes UK time, bro, which means you've got a day to get a vid up on the channel. So, you know, what you're going to do it about, mate, eh? You're going to have to start thinking about this. Otherwise, you're not a man of your word, are you? No, otherwise you're a liar. That's right. Let's move on. Let's move on. So, Andy Cole. Some quotes from Andy Cole. I think this is legit, right? I believe this is legit. He's talking about Tony Martial, a.k.a. the ultimate melter, Tony Martial, who, let's be honest, is... well, very disappointing at this football club and hasn't really, done the business for us for a long time. This is what Andy Cole has said about Tony Martial. He says, Martial has been at Manchester United for 8 years now, and he hasn't even scored 100 goals. It's incredible. He's a centre-forward at United, and he's played in some fantastic teams. His best performance in the league was 17 goals. He's had more than enough time and opportunity to show United just how good he is, and he unfortunately hasn't been able to do so. It's so true, isn't it? I mean, Tony Martial is a bang-average melter. He's actually got great quality about him. If he was robust, maybe this would be a different story. Fortunately, he's constantly in and out of the side due to, due to injury concerns, injury problems that always take place, which I guess stifle his development, stifle his confidence, stifle his stability within the team. And so he can never really kick on and reach the heights that we always thought he was going to reach. He is a talented boy. He is a talented player. But unfortunately, just because of he's an injury-prone melt, he's not been able to really reach those heights. So, yeah, it might seem harsh from Andy Cole here, but it's bang right. And maybe mentality-wise not the best. His head does drop quite a bit. He does sulk and stuff like that, and he's a confidence player. If he's confident and he's fit and ready, he's great. And if he's not, he's not. Zayn Miyasi, get in there, Zayn Miyasi. Check that out. Zayn Miyasi has subscribed to my brother's channel there. Get in there, Zayn. Thank you for subscribing to my brother. Yeah, Tactician Tom is his name on YouTube. Give him a cheeky little subscribe if you haven't done so. In fact, look at that. There you go. Aaron has put a link to Tactician Tom in the live chat there. In fact, Aaron, can I remind you to do that again at the end of the channel, at the end of the show, and we'll pin that to the top of the live chat and get a few more people to go over subscribe at the end of this show. Right now, obviously, we've got the Twitter link pinned to the top. Once again, give us a repost on Twitter. We'll shout you out in a bit, everyone that gives us a repost on Twitter. But we will shout out Mr. Tactician Tom, my brother's channel, because he's dropping a video tomorrow, apparently. Dropping a vid tomorrow. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you, dude. He says he will. Yeah, if you could put that in there at the end, that'd be amazing. We'll send everybody over there to subscribe to the guy. Get in there, my son. Right, what am I going to do? What I'm going to do here is read the next super chat out, but thank you very much to Zane. You're a bloody legend for getting in raw and subscribing to my bro's channel. Yes, lad. Thank you, Paul, for getting in with a super chat, my son. He says, I live in Dallas, and I don't even know what my MLS team is, says Paul. What is your team in Texas? Isn't it Houston Dynamo? I guess it would be Houston Dynamo, wouldn't it be? Or is that still a team? That used to be a team, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So, Dallas, I don't think you've got a soccer team, do you? Would it be Houston? Oh, FC Dallas. Oh, yeah, of course. There's a team called FC Dallas, right? Yeah, of course there is. FC Dallas, right. Yeah. Okay, then. They are still a team. The Dallas Cowboys. FC Dallas, right. You've got FC Dallas then, Mr. Paul, lad. So, Austin FC. You got FC Dallas, lad. There you go. Nice one. I'm guessing they're shite. He says there's 3 MLS teams in Texas. You got Houston Dynamo, FC Dallas, and Austin FC. Wow, I never even heard of Austin FC. Obviously, I know of Austin, Texas, the college town, but didn't even know there was an Austin FC, to be fair, in the MLS. It's crazy. Fair play, though. It looks like you've got a choice of a few teams, but I'm guessing your one will be FC Dallas then, broski. Your team is Man United. I see what you mean now. I respect that. Yeah. I respect that. Yeah, Dallas Rovers. They're newish. Okay, then did they get sort of sworn in with Miami into Miami? I guess 3 teams and they're all shites. As Compass Murphy. Minnesota United as well. Minnesota United are another one, aren't they? Another new one. FC Dallas is mid. They got cooked by Messi. Red Bulls playing New Jersey and they're called the New York Red Bulls. What the fuck? That is gash actually, isn't it? What's that all about? Stone Cold owns them, says Bell691. Give me a hell yeah in the live chat. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold Piggy said so. Austin FC's been around a few years. Houston Dynamo, 2-time champs. FC Dallas are 9th in the Western Conference of the MLS, barely in the playoff spots. They sound gash. Not too bad, AD. How you doing, bud? You live in Los Angeles. You don't even watch MLS. Only have one team, Manchester United. Hey, big respect there, Casey Gale, lad. Love your green and gold badge, by the way. Gordon subscribed to Tactician Thomas. Well, get in. Austin FC was a shit car. The old Austin Morris, the Austin Healey, was a lovely car, though, wasn't it? Austin Healey, beautiful looking motor. Montreal FC, get in there. Dallas Rovers sounds like a pub or a soap opera. Okay. Zamiassi, thanks for another super chat. He says, Maguire should move to the USA, invest in a new team and call it Springfield FC after The Simpsons. And have Ollie manage it. Please say, that's harsh. You know what? He's not even good enough for Springfield. You know, he'd have to make a new team called Shelbyville FC. Shelbyville, bro. That's what he would do. And yeah, it's actually quite a good idea though. He could work. He could be a part-time footballer and then take over Homer Simpson's job at the power plant, lad, at the nuclear power plant. It's a great idea, Zamiassi Broski. Or maybe even take over Krusty the Clown's role as Village Idiot, Village Entertainer. I don't know. Zamiassi, great shout there. Thank you for getting in here, bro. Take over Springfield FC. Get in there. I love it. Ollie as manager. That's harsh though. That's pretty harsh on Ollie. Apparently Ollie was offered a job to manage the Norway women's team and he turned it down. I wonder if Ollie Solskjaer's ever going to get back into management ever again. We'll see about that. Pig will be comic book guy. How dare you, mate? I'd be the Duffman, mate. Duffman. I'd be the hero, mate. I'd be a superhero, mate. A beer drinking superhero. How dare you say I'd be the comic book guy? Worst comment ever. Oh, fair play though. Maybe with this haircut. Randall P. McMondo subscribed to my brother's channel as well. Get in there. Love that. Right. So let's move on. I've got a few other things to discuss very quickly. Mason Mount. He's hopeful that he's going to be back for the Bayern Munich game. We'll see. He's going to have a... See. No, he's going to have a recuperation period. Maybe he'll be back by the Bayern Munchen game on the 20th. What else have we got to discuss? Just a few little bits and bobs. Right, I guess I'll go through this again. Obviously, look, very quickly, I'm not going to dwell on this because we discussed this in the afternoon video, obviously a lot. But Man United's statement on Antony, yeah, obviously we've given Antony a period of leave, basically an absence, which is taking place right now. Not going to dwell on it too much, but obviously the club has acknowledged the allegations, and he has now been given a leave of absence. Antony responded with a statement, still suggesting that he's obviously innocent. And he says, I have agreed with United to take a period of absence while I address the allegations made against me. This was a mutual decision. I want to reiterate my innocence of things I have been accused of. I will fully cooperate with the police. So hopefully, you know, these things reach its truthful outcome, whichever way it is. Hopefully it reaches its truthful outcome and justice is served one way or the other. As I say, if Antony is guilty, I guess he obviously is going to face prosecution in Brazil and potentially in Manchester if it gets that far. And if he's not guilty, then he'll be cleared, won't he? And this will all be forgotten about, hopefully, if he's innocent. And maybe if there is a proof of fabrication of evidence, etc., which has been alleged by Antony's side in regards to some of these victim testimonies, etc., and evidence that's been shown, then hopefully they face justice also. That's what we've got to say. But obviously there has been a response from his ex-girlfriend about Manchester United's lack of time and how long it took Manchester United, and obviously she's sort of gunning for United at the moment. Why did it take United 3 months? It's just not okay. I prefer not to believe such a huge club with such serious and professional people would cover up a situation like this. Antony must be taken off the pitch. It's disappointing that he's allowed to play while an investigation is undergoing, yada, 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 all the rest of it. So, it's obviously a very, very serious PR shitstorm that's been bandied towards Man United. I'm not going to talk about the whole Antony stuff too much. We can in the Q&A if you want to talk about that in a bit, but right now I'm just going to move on very quickly because it's just annoying. It's just horrible. It's a nasty topic. We talked about it ad nauseum on this channel now, and I'd quite like to just talk about football, talk about what we can do, talk about the club going forward, etc. Hopefully this news about Sir Jim Ratcliffe would give us some positivity. I'm just going to do a rundown of what we discussed in this stream tonight. It's not going to be a horrendously long stream tonight because I'm not feeling great this evening, peeps. But we will just do a quick rundown of everything we've discussed in this video, and then we'll get into the Q&A and have a chat with you legends. So, let's be having you. Let's be having you, everybody. Quickly then, let's discuss it. So we've just gone over the Antony stuff. The Vanderson links and quotes are there. Andy Cole just criticising Martial, but rightfully so in my opinion, with some quotes suggesting that he's only scored, he's not even scored 100 goals yet. I do as well, Beats Guy. I hate the international break. It's filth, isn't it? What a horrible, horrible thing. We've also got news that Mount is hopeful of coming back for the Bayern Munich game. Thank you, Jonathan Lemon, for the 79p super chat. Get some love in there for Mr. Jonathan Lemon. Thank you so much. Yeah, give us a retweet. I'm going to read out the retweeters in a minute. Casemiro, new Brazil captain, is a nice bit of news, positive news. He has been given the armband for Brazil under the new manager. That's one of the big stories, I guess, coming out of Brazil, which is great stuff. New permanent captain under new boss Fernando Diniz. Get in there, my son. News on Hojlund as well. He was seen shouting at the Denmark fans, riding them up. Great passion, great mentality, even leadership shown from the guy. He was getting on the megaphone. He said, I heard you all and your passion is everything in football. We are going to the fucking Euros. Fucking come on. Get in there, Mr. Rasmus Hojlund, lad. And apparently they were unable to sell any Hojlund shirts at the club shop for a month because they didn't have any of those struck out O's, which is looking hilarious as well. Don't buy the Glazers shithouses merch, guys. By the way, Ten Hag's start at this football club has been a tumultuous one. Look at this he's had to deal with since he's been here. Cristiano Ronaldo row, Glazers out in the club for sale, hanging over him all the time. Sancho 3 months break. Maguire stripped of captaincy. Greenwood saga. Antony saga. Sancho row. You think about all the things he's had to contend with in his first 16 months. It's filth. So Ten Hag, a strong character, the sort of character we need for this tough time. Let's get some love in there. Let's get some Ten Hag emojis in there for this guy. He's doing a good job, all things considered. It's not easy being Eric Ten Hag at the moment, to be fair. There's such pressure and such expectation on the pitch. And then off the pitch, there's all this shitstorm going on. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you, broski. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, that's a good shout there. Purbright, that's a very good shout. Get in there with the Ten Hags. Nice one. Thanks, everybody. And also, as I say, there's this news about Sir Jim Ratcliffe, which is the big topic of the night, really, which is some quotes coming from Sir Jim that obviously suggest that his confidence is there to win the bid, which seems to be an indicator, obviously, that this sale process is still well and truly underway. We're hoping that Sheikh Jassim is the winner of the bid for a full sale and he's got 100% ownership of the football club, because that way Man United will reach its potential. Like Ryan Giggs said the other day, speaking to Webby and O'Neill, he was asked about which sort of owner would he prefer, and obviously he said it seems like Sheikh Jassim, because that would be more likely to get what United need and get Manchester United back to where they need to be quickest. And that's sort of how I feel about it, really. There's no ideal owners out there, but Sheikh Jassim and the Qatari sort of backing, it sounds amazing in terms of what United could potentially achieve in the short term with big investment, and that's what United should be looking for. But yeah, quotes from him says the Manchester United bid would have been unthinkable 2 or 3 years ago if we hadn't some of the experiences, some quite difficult, such as Nice. You can't really contemplate acquiring a brand like Manchester United and failing, because the failure is far too public and excruciating in a deal like that. There's some news from Sir Jim. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to get stuck into the Q&A now. We've got 332 legends in here and 165 likes. That's exactly half the amount of people in here have smashed a like on this video. You what? Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay and co watching this stream tonight. Piss poor performance. Just joking, but do us a favour and hit that thumbs up button. You what? 165 likes, 331 watching. Drop a thumbs up if you haven't done so. It's free to like the video and it helps the stream out and it boosts us up the algorithm and it helps us compete with clickbait shithouses and corporation charlatans. So drop that like on it, you know it makes sense. And also smash the subscribe button and get involved. We're on here daily and nightly. Time to pop over to Twitter now and shout out all the retweeters. Let's have a look and see who shared the show. Thanks to you all for doing so. It is much appreciated. 21 reposts. You love to see it. Thank you, Guyam Legend, mate. Always getting in there with that quoted repost. Big love to you, my son. Also, we've got Sanjay Ramatar, Aaron Homeyard, Uncaged Squid, The Goat, Richard Wisterpeck, VIP Spliffy 420, Boomy, Tommy Boyle, Susan Lively Sue, get in there Susan, Audio Mark, Vincent Bullock, Transfers _UTD, Feline Fur, Stephen Braun, MUFC Brummy Reds, Michael Paul, Cyantam Red Devil, Mike C, Kieran Watts, John Boy Cat, Jarvis Cocker, Luan France, and Harry Maguire, the GOAT of Manchester. Thank you very much for retweeting us, everybody. That's really, really awesome of you. I do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for getting in there raw and sharing the show out there on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck it's called these days. Well, let's get bang into the chat then, peoples. Aaron, if you could put that link to my bro's channel in there now, I'll pin that to the top so you guys can check it out at the end of the show. Good evening, Chewbacca. How you doing, lad? Good evening. Right, let's discuss anything you want to discuss, peeps. Get your thoughts and opinions in there if you haven't done so. Anthony Jafari. Hey, how you doing there, Anthony Jafari? I appreciate you, mate. What's crack-a-lacking? Dutch Crisis. Fuck these. Ooh. Cock teasers, sellers, glazers. Share prices. Exactly. There you go. Exactly. That's all they give a shit about, mate. Get in there, Montreal. Thank you, Randall McMondo. Thank you very much, man. That's very kind of you. Providing a slabby doesn't play on Tuesday, I'm predicting a 2-1 win for England. Love that. Yeah, we got Tuesday game coming up against the Scottish, my son. That's right. We're going to batter them like a deep-fried battered Mars bar. Aye, what's it doing with a cheeky deep-fried battered can of Imbrew, my son? Aye. Still lurking in the chat. Nice one, Duke of Rodtown, matey. Get in there. Thank you for watching the show. I appreciate you having your say and getting involved, broski. Yeah, Compost says, how's Sir Jim allowed to break NDAs but not anyone else? Action of the loser, if you ask me. He's not really broken an NDA there, has he? He's not really broken anything like that, to be fair. He's just alluded to the fact that, you know, if he wouldn't, he's just said he wouldn't be trying to buy the football club if he didn't feel like, you know, they had the, if he felt like they were going to fail. That's all he said. We will smash the Seagulls next weekend. Get in there, Stephanie Griffith. Hope you're right there. Gordon says Sancho's actions post-outburst doesn't warrant Ten Hag's consideration for right wing. Give Pellistri a run of games and see Sancho's reaction after. I agree. I do agree with you, but I think that we've got to go with that for the right wing. Pellistri's the one. If not, then somebody else other than Sancho. Sancho needs to grovel and apologise and right the wrongs, and then he can maybe be introduced back into the side. Piggy, what NFL team you like? I don't really like American football at all. I guess if I had to choose one, I'll go with the Miami Dolphins for no particular reason at all. Just maybe because of that movie, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. That's the only reason. I have no interest in American football whatsoever. I'll go with the Miami Dolphins, lad. Are they still around? I don't know. I don't even know. 2-0 says James T. What's happening there? Time is up. How you doing, broski? Hansi Flick got sacked after Japan spanked Germany. Yeah, I know. Well, let's hope they go in for that shithouse Jurgen Klopp, my son. Yeah, get in there. Scotland 2-1 England. You what? McTominay hat-trick. He's been doing brilliantly there. A nice one there. Thank you, Aaron, for getting in there with the thing. Okay, so my brother's got 168 subscribers now. Let's see if we can get him to 200. I'll pin that to the top of the live chat. Go and give him a subscribe. He's going to release a video tomorrow, apparently. You hate American football, says John Vallandigham. I'm not a big fan of it either. Thank you, Aaron. I see that, you legend. The Green Bay Packers, Madhouse, are fair play. Actually, I have to say the Minnesota Vikings. I actually do have a Minnesota Vikings jersey because my brother gave me one. Because he lives in Minnesota and he's a Vikings fan. So I say the Minnesota Vikings, actually. Just because of that family connection. But other than that, I got really no interest. Chicago Bears says Bat Mouse. Get in there, Hoot Man. Good stuff. Michelle Ellis has subscribed. That's awesome. 3 to 4 hours to play 60 minutes. Ah, it's so mundane and horrible, isn't it? Get Tom to do a live stream. I don't know, can he live stream with that amount of subs? I think he can now, actually. I think he can do a live stream. Yeah, good shout. He needs to do something, a live stream or a vid or whatever. Thank you, bro. Gonna split Scotland's midfield apart like McTominay's colostomy bag. Hairflick was gone. I hope Von Schmalhausen or Helgen went with him. Hockey used to be fun to watch. Ah, yeah, there still is a bunch of punch-ups in hockey. That's a weird sport, isn't it? And it's a good sport and everything, but it's a weird sport how, like, they just have, like, sanctioned fights for, like, a minute. You're just allowed to, like, throw down. It's, like, part of the game. Pretty odd, that. Washington Commanders, get in there. Steelers, Steelers, fair play. Thank you, Simon, for subscribing to my bro, then. Yeah, I definitely will be Simon Warner. I'll be doing a watch-along for England-Scotland game. Nice one, Batman Night Fan, for subscribing to Tom's channel. Great stuff. Just like the name, our fair play lad. Don't mind NFL, but the games last for 3 days. More commercials than football. 5 minutes for fighting, says Montreal MUFC. Is that what it is? Pretty cool, though. I mean, that is interesting. They just like have like a throwdown every couple. In fact, back in the day, I don't know if it's the case now, but back in the day, they used to have like a player on the team who was just like a shithouse to go and fight, pretty much. Like they would have a player on the team who was there for his fighting prowess, not necessarily for his overall hockey skills, but like an enforcer. That's what they used to call him. They had an enforcer on the team who just battered people. Imagine some of our melts playing hockey. Sancho would tell his parents he's been bullied. I couldn't imagine Sancho playing that. No, definitely not. He would be a melter on the ice, lad. Imagine Slabby Maguire playing ice hockey. If Maguire plays on Tuesday, it'll be his last game for England and possibly Southgate's last game too. I don't think it will be, sadly. I hope so, but I don't think it will be. Slapshot was a great movie. I've never seen that, Is that the one with Paul Newman in, or is that someone else? You're a Pats fan, actually winning my game in fantasy football. Go on, Susan Lively Sue. Who are the Pats then? The Enforcer, that's it. Gonna need to do a rugby watch along. So looking forward to the Scotland game. Yes, me too. Keep Slabby out the Brighton game. I don't think he'll be playing. Hopefully we'll have Lindelof and Martinez. Ice hockey's not a sport. I mean, it's kind of, I don't mind a bit of ice hockey, Maybe it's from growing up watching the Mighty Ducks movies. My brother looks like your standard English villain from a movie. That's very astute of you, Nicholas Williams, lad. Great shout. Yeah, he does a bit. Hockey fights are far less common than it used to be anyway. Goons are mostly gone nowadays. Oh, really, Montreal? Fair play then. NFL equals 30 seconds of football, then the rest is handball. Yeah, Paul Newman. Yeah, I've never seen that. It's on the list. Need to watch that. You must watch Slapshot, epic film. Yeah, it's on the list. I've been meaning to watch that for years. You imagine Slabby doing lots of scary things. D-Man in No Man's Land in Ukraine is your favourite. Oh, okay then, Berber. I see. Very nice of you. Slabby won't survive 5 minutes in a hockey game, especially if Onana was involved. New England Patriots. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, get in there, the hoop, man. We're going to be getting in there raw, bro. Watch it, mate. Slapshot, great film. Danny says living in the States near 15 years now and still don't know American football rules. Good on you, Danny B. That's the way to do it, mate. Keep those English roots and heritage alive, man. Don't get Yankified like my brother. James Bond villain, says Batman Night Fan. Excellent hockey movie. I see there's a couple of decent hockey movies. What's your best hockey movie, guys? There's one called, what's that? That one with Russell Crowe in. Oh, shit, what's it called? Is it something like Mystic? Oh, shit, I forgot the name of it now. That was all right. There's that one with Sean William Scott, The Goon. That was all right. Mostly, they're a bit gash. I'm going to say Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks 1's the best one. That's a banger. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was called Mystery Alaska, actually. Yeah, Mystery Alaska. That's the one I'm thinking of with the Russell Crowe one. That was pretty good. Imagine waking up in your dream and seeing Harry Maguire. You're a Cowboys fan, born and raised. This stadium's awesome. Beats guy, are you an FC Dallas MLS supporter? Or what? Miracle. Mighty Ducks is the one, though. Yeah, Mystery Alaska. That's it, Cristobal. Yeah, Mystery Alaska. You also like the 49ers. Rollerball, classic film. Mighty Ducks is the banger, isn't it? What a great movie. Mighty Ducks 1 and 2. Beyond that, they're probably a bit gash. Banshee, it's on Sky again at the minute. Oh, okay, interesting, lad. Interesting. Never even heard of that one. Maguire playing hockey, imagine it. Oh, goodness me. Can't miss Jonathan Gallagher. Nerf darts flying everywhere. You've been a Washington fan since the mid-70s. Get in there, the Vutinators. Now the Commanders with the new owners. Oh, fair play. You're a Bills fan from Ontario. We've got a lot of random fans of all sorts going on around here. It's absolutely legendary, isn't it? Guys, we're going to wrap up this stream now. Thank you so much for getting in here, everybody. I'm going to have to finish this Banshee's quality, nice. I have to check it out. We're going to have to wrap this stream up now, guys, but thank you so much for you all for getting in here for the live show tonight. It's been a pleasure. You have a great evening, folks. Thank you for watching and getting in here and chatting with me, as always. Great community vibe. You can come back after this video's finished and get your thoughts and opinions in here. I've seen it, Randall P. McMondo. Great movie, lad. Absolutely awesome. Paddy Considine to the Don in that movie. It's a good movie. It's very dark and messed up, but it's very good. Thank you, Gungshi, you legend. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, bro. Thank you, Jonathan Gallagher and Jamza Highlights, getting the Extra Clips channel in there. Make sure you subscribe to the Clips channel. Extra Flying Pig United Extra, guys, as well. We smashed 600 subscribers over there. We're on our way to 1,000, baby. Get in there, Jamza. Thank you, buddy. And as I say, my brother's channel's linked to the top of the live chat as well. Go over there and make sure you subscribe to my brother's channel, Tactician Tom. Give him a helping hand. Encourage him to do some videos. He did do some good videos back in the day, and then he just stopped doing them because he's a melter. But no, go and subscribe. He says he's going to do one by the 11th of September. It's the 10th today. Well, actually, it's the 11th now in half an hour. So, yeah, thank you, everyone, for getting in here. Yeah, it's a good movie, isn't it, Dutch Christ? Guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all. Stay classy. Have a great night. Like, subscribe, and comment. We're nearly at 200 likes. Hit the thumbs ups before you go. Come back and have your say about any of the topics we've discussed. Thank you, Randall. Go and subscribe to my bro's channel at the top of the live chat there. Click that link and subscribe. Also, thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching, and you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. All the links are in the description. Flying Pig United on all those social medias. Thank you, Tommy Boy, you legend. Thank you all the mods like Vuti, Solshan, Luan, the Hoop Man, Gungshi, Rushmano, Berber, everyone, Jonathan Gallagher, thank you for moderating the chat, and all the members of the channel in green, thanks for supporting the channel. Let's end with some Glazers out. Have a great night, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with all the latest United news, and we've got that Scotland-England watch-along coming up as well. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Aaron, you Don, and everyone else as well. Good night, God bless, Piggy loves you, and remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.